It was a long night last night, y'all. I stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning looking at those riots. But guess what? We here. And we ready to rock and roll on Trump Tuesday. We ready to rock and roll on Trump Tuesday. Yep, we sure is. Right at 2 minutes left. Right at 2 minutes left before the market open. What up, what up, what up, what up? Uh-oh. We in this thing. Oh, we in this thing, guys. We got right at 2 minutes to go. Let's see. All right, we got 1 minute left. Excuse the thumbnail. I ain't have time to change it yet. Because I stayed up 2 o'clock in the morning looking at I'm on the wrong thing. I stayed up 2 o'clock in the morning looking at those riots, which was very interesting. There was a lot of kids out there, guys. The thing is, are those kids that was out there who we was watching, are they illegal immigrants? I think majority of them, well, some of them are illegals, some of them are kids of illegals. That's my take on it from last night. That though all those kids that we was looking at, I think those kids are kids of illegals. But we did see some blacks out there too. When it got late, the blacks came out, bro. Yeah, when it got late. All right, here we go. On Trump Tuesday, let's get it. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. And we're trying to get everything ready to rock and roll. We got our resistance. We do have small support at 142.30, right around that area. Yeah, I'm tired, guys. I stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning watching all the activities. And before I got on here, I was looking a little bit. They still at it, guys. They still at it. So we're gonna have another day of activities on Trump Tuesday. But if you don't know, we got those Trump investment accounts for your kids. Like if you have a newborn after December 31st, 2024, in between that time and I think it's 2029, that they're giving $1,000 that they will be putting into what they call a Trump investment account for your kid, which I think is great. $142.25. 142, we up under the support. Lower shadow. We got the lower shadow bounce. Another upper shadow. Let me go back over here. We got the upper shadow bounce. Big lower shadow. $142.40. We got the big lower shadow right here. Let's see what the S&P 500 got going on. S&P 500 is over 600, guys. That's good news. The S&P 500 is over 600. $141.82 on nvda. We got another 141.81 right there on the lower shadow. Right there. Perfect bounce. $141.81. Tesla back over 310. Will we go up under 141.81 on nvda? Will we go below the 141.81 on nvda? There's a P 500 trying to get a bounce right here off that 600 area. We got to be mindful of that. One thing about nvda is holding the 141, 142 area. It's holding it. It's holding it real good. The 142 area. And the S&P 500 is holding the 640, trying to make the move on up past. Let me get some of this to make it clear. That is the resistance. That is the support on the S&P 500. Tesla is selling off. Tesla recovered from the 273 on the big breakup and got back up to 318. Tesla is still trying to make a comeback from the low of 273 from the big breakup. Let's see, we got Microsoft not doing much. Meta, Facebook. Facebook is over $700 a share, guys. Shout out to Facebook. So we got a mixed day going on so far in the first 8 minutes of the market being open. We got a mixed day going on. We got a mixed day. I think we got data supposed to be coming out today as well. Let's go look at the economic calendar. The big economic calendar today. What's going on? What's going on the economic calendar? Well, the news is tomorrow. Really nothing today. Consumer Price Index, CPI, year over year, core CPI. Tomorrow is the big day, guys. So we all right now. Nothing today. We have nothing this morning. So we are over all the EMAs. Good morning, Jonathan Davis, the Don. What's happening? Good morning to y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming and rocking with me on Trump Tuesday. We're waiting on them to pass the big, beautiful bill because Trump does it again. He implemented what they're calling the Trump account. If you don't know what the Trump account is, the Trump account is an investment account for all new parents. If you have a newborn baby after December 31st, between December 31st and I think 4 years, might as well say, if you have a newborn baby on this last presidency for Donald Trump, they will be giving you $1,000 inside of what they're calling a Trump investment account for your baby. So if you have a pregnant girlfriend, a pregnant wife right now, you will be getting $1,000 from the Trump administration to put in what they are calling a Trump investment account. They will put it in an index fund, which is like the S&P 500, VOO, right? Like that's what an index fund is. That's what an index fund is. So congratulations. Your kid will be an investor from day one. That's great. And the parent will have the ability to keep putting money, like what I talk about every day, dollar cost averaging in, long-term investing. That's what that is. That's great news. That, in my opinion, is the best thing about the big, beautiful bill. So shout out to Donald Trump, who put that together. Whoever idea it was somebody else's idea. I think that's what he said. And they putting that in the big, beautiful bill. And in my opinion, that is the best thing about the big, beautiful bill. So if you have a newborn baby during this 4-year administration, you will be able to you will qualify for the $1,000 investment. And what you do is whenever you get the 1,000, or however how they gonna set it up, you just keep adding into that account until that kid turn 18 years old, and your kid will be rich. Your kid will be rich by the time it's 18. It's just once you get that investment account, just keep adding to it. That's all you got to do. Just keep adding to it every month, every year for 18 years. I don't know what the stipulations are. I'm quite sure that you ain't gonna be able to touch it till he turn 18, which is great. Don't just if you having a newborn baby and you get the 1,000, don't just let that 1,000 sit in the account. Add to it. If it ain't nothing but $25 here, $50 here, every single month, every single week, every time you get paid, just keep on dropping money inside that account. And guess what's going to happen? When that kid turns 18, if you stay 80% consistent, sometimes we're going to miss, sometimes, but if you stay 70 to 80% consistent for the whole 18 years, which is not long, by the way, your kid will be wealthy. All you got to do is go to the, matter of fact, that's what we're going to do today, guys. I'm finna illustrate. After I get through with this, I'm going to illustrate. We're going to go on the internet and we're going to look up a investing calculator and we're going to calculate how much money it'll be with the initial deposit of $1,000, and we're going to put in something small, like $100 a month for 18 years. And we're going to see where the account will be once that kid basically graduates from high school. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that right now because the market ain't really doing too much. I'm going to do that right now. Investment calculator. All right. Share this instead. Okay. All right. We see the calculator, guys. Let me see. All right. Starting amount. Let me see. We're going to go. The starting amount is 1,000, right? We're going to go 18 years. And the market promises 12%. And we're going to do additional contribution. We're going to do $100. Contribution at we're going to leave it right there. So let's see what this adds up to, guys. This is an illustration. If you have a newborn baby, with the $1,000 that the Trump administration going to give you inside of the Trump investment account, tracking an index fund, which we're going to go, the starting amount is $1,000. You do it for 18 years, 12% annual per year rate of return annually. Yeah, right. We're going to do just something small, $25 a week, $100 a month. This is how much your kid will have after when they turn 18. $55,000. Ending balance would be $78,000, guys. This is the power of long-term investing. This is the power of long-term investing. Now, that's barely $25 a week, bro. That's barely $100 a month. Now we're gonna bump it up. If you're a good earner, right? And let's say you put $100 every week, you put $100 in there. Every time you get paid every week, and you put $100 in that account for your kid, right? Okay, that'll be $400 a month. These are small contributions, guys. $400 a month. So in this illustration, with the Trump investment account for your kid, the initial starting investment is $1,000 that the government is going to give you. Soon as you deliver and you sign up, congratulations. You just got $1,000 in your Trump investment account. Okay, you're going to contribute to that account every single month for 18 years, right? This is how you go, guys, from being broke to not living paycheck to paycheck, from not living paycheck to paycheck to living, from going paycheck to paycheck to becoming rich. You go from paycheck to paycheck to the middle class, and from the middle class to rich, and this is from rich to wealthy, because this is building wealth right there. This right here is the definition of generational wealth. So $1,000 in your Trump investment account. We every single month for 18 years, from when that baby is born to when that baby graduates high school, 12% rate of return. We all know it could be higher, but the average is 12% every year. Additional contribution, we already did $100 a month, which is nothing. Now we bumped it up, $100 a week, which is really nothing. Majority of us spend $100 every time we get paid, bro. Just think, you take the $100 a week and put it inside that investment account for your kid. Now you're investing $400 a month. Let me hit calculate. Now look what your kid will be worth. Once that kid turned 18, guys, over $250,000. Look how it jumped up. Okay, we'll get a little bit more aggressive. Let's say instead of $100 a week, when we get paid, we're going to be aggressive and we're going to put $200 a week. inside of our kids' fund, Trump fund, and we're going to hold it in there until that kid turns 18. Guess what's going to happen? That $200 a month turns to $800 a month. Now you're putting $800 a month. Not just you. Okay, let me calculate that one. Bro, that kid at 18 years old will be sitting on a little bit over $500,000. Let's be aggressive with it. Let's say not only you contributed, but your grandparents are also contributing. Your spouse is contributing. Everybody's contributing to this kid's Trump investment account every single month for 18 years. We making it a family thing, guys. Everybody in the family, the dad, $100 a week. The mom, $100 a week. Who else? Aunts, uncles, $100 a week. So now we're adding other family members on birthdays, christenings. All the money that we get for the kid, we're dumping it in the side of this investment account. Every year when the kid gets, money for the birthday, we're not spending it on bullshit and bubble gum. We're putting it inside of this Trump investment account. It's a family thing, guys. You tell the whole family, look, about this investment account. And now we're up to, let's say, we're putting $1,000 a month, which is not much. $250 a week equals $1,000 a month. Every single month until the kid graduates high school, guess what's going to happen? Now the kid is worth $700,000. That's barely investing $1,000 a month inside of that Trump investment account. Remember, we got family members that know about this, and everybody's contributing. We're going to bump it up a little bit more. We done told everybody. We done told the brothers. We done told the aunts, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, cousins. We're getting more than $1,000 a month now. If you can do it by yourself, cool. Now we're going to bump it up to $2,000 a month. Now we ain't gonna even go that high. $1,500 a month that you're sitting to the side. You, your spouse, your mom and dad on both sides, the parents, as they call it, all contributing and helping out. Look, guys. That kid at 18 years old will be a millionaire just by the Trump investment account. Starting them out is $1,000. Remember, they're giving $1,000. And then you and your spouse, your baby daddy, your husband, your baby mama, whatever the case may be, make a strategic decision to stay down and build generational wealth for this kid from when the kid is born. From when the kid is born on day one till the kid graduate, which is 18 years. A little commitment. And guess what? With the power of direct deposit, all you got to do is set it up to the account. Direct deposit. I would recommend doing it every month. So, every month, boom. Every month, we're making a conscious decision to put in $1,500 a month. Your kid will be a millionaire at 18. That's how people are able to retire early. And the main thing, that's why I'm very excited about this. The main thing that this does, it teaches everybody, which is very, very important. It teaches everybody investing, bro. It teaches everybody about long-term investing. Look at this illustration, which is very doable. All you got to do is stay down and do it as a collective family. We're talking about generational wealth and passing things down to your kids and grandkids. Donald Trump and the Trump administration with this Trump investment account is the best thing in the big, beautiful bill, bro. You can be broke. Listen to the OG. With this Trump investment account, you could be broke. You could be on welfare. You could be working at Jack in the Box. You could be working at McDonald's. You could be working at minimum wage and doing this on the side. As a family, you can make it a family project. You can make this to bring your family together. There's all kind of things you can use this for, and trust me, nothing brings a family together more than whenever you're doing something collectively as a unit and it's building wealth. It is building wealth. We're staying down till we come up. We're stacking money, acting broke. And we got a newborn baby. And we're taking advantage of the Trump investment account. This is huge, guys. It teaches the people that work at McDonald's with a kid that's broke about investing. All you got to do is if you find out your girl pregnant, or you find out that you are pregnant and you're a single mom or whatever the case may be, all you got to do is when you throw your baby shower, you tell people you don't want no diapers. You want money because we're going to invest it inside of the Trump investment account. And once that baby is born, that $1,000 that you get, add to it and make it a family thing. When that baby turns 1 year old, tell the people, we love the gifts, but we're doing a GoFundMe, whatever, to contribute to the Baby J or Baby T's investment fund, Baby L investment fund. And you got to promote it like that to your family and friends. And guess what? With everybody working together, $1,500 is really nothing, guys. It's $250 a week. If you a nurse, if you keep your bills minimum, you can come up with $1,500 just between you and your baby daddy. That's only $125 a week. That's a low number. $1,500 a month, that's a low number, guys. And every month, you have it on the board. You have it on the board. We got to do this every single month. $1,500 a month. You get your income tax return for your kid. Guess what you do? You don't go and spend it all at the club. You don't go buy a brand new vehicle. Guess what you do? You dump that whole income tax check into this Trump investment account. That's even more. That's how you do it, guys. For the whole 18 years. Look at this number. Starting amount, $1,000. inside of the investment account. After the initial startup of 1,000, which the government is going to give you, 18 years. We're going to keep it to the kid turns 18 in this example. Return rate, the index funds is 12% every year. But we know that that number is going to be more than that, guys. Compounded every year. Additional contributions. That's what you're going to put in every month, every week. Dollar cost averaging, like I talk about all the time. You do that at $1,500 a month, which is a low end. That's only $250 a week. Guess what your kid is going to be once it graduates from high school? A lot of kids are graduating right now. You'll bless your kid with this investment fund of $1 million. But the main thing is, the kid will know by this time, your kid knows about investing. Your kid knows about the stock market. Your kid knows how to earn, spend less, and make proper investments. By then, majority of kids are working. So guess what? They are contributing to their own investment account. That also has to be in play. You make your kid do chores. That money is going into an investment account. Into this investment account, the kids start working at 16, 17. That money goes into the investment account, a percentage of it. Because we got to get $1,500 a month, which is on the low end. Let's go back to this. If it's just $100 a month, $25 a week. Look at the kid. That's the low end right there. $100 a month. The kid ending balance will be right at 80,000, bro. That's still a jump start. But guess what? We're not going to cash out when the kid turns 18. Let's push it. The years. 21. 114,000. At $100 a month. Let's do this. Well, the kids say, I'm not gonna cash out. I'm gonna wait till I graduate from college. Most kids graduate from college, we're gonna say 22. The kid will end 130,000. On the low side, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna go to 1,000 a month. The kid, look at this, guys. Look at this. I hope y'all paying attention. If that kid holds this investment account till it turns, until that he or she graduates from college, which is 22, look at this. Every single month, you contribute $1,000. That's only $250 a week. You do that for 22 years, which is not long. We're talking long-term investing. Look what's going to happen. Your kid will be worth $1.1 million when they're walking across the stage from college. But remember, the most important piece to the puzzle is that everybody know about investing. Everybody know about investing in the stock market at this point. Not only you, but your spouse, your kids. If you make it a family thing, your whole family knows about investing. That's how you change the whole trajectory of your family. Right here. This is how. That's how you set your kids up and your grandkids for success. Right here. Shout out to Donald Trump and the big, beautiful bill. Shout out to Donald Trump and this big, beautiful bill. This right here, guys, is the reason why this is the most important thing in this whole bill. That's why this bill has to pass, because of this right here. Let me know in the comment section, do you understand what I just broke down? Let me know in the comment section, do you understand what I just broke down? Let me know. Do you understand what I just broke down? Do you understand why I say this is the most important part about the big, beautiful bill? This right here is the most important part. This right here can take a low-income family out of the hood. This right here, I don't care if you're working at Jack in the Box. You could be working at Jack in the Box. You could be a career. Some people love working at Jack in the Box. You can work at Jack in the Box and be a millionaire. Long as you stay down and do this every single month. Yes, you could be flipping burgers and be a millionaire. Let me know in the comment section, do you understand this breakdown before I take this off the screen? Do y'all understand how I broke this down? Yes, it's very powerful, Jonathan Davis. It is. See, a lot of us, this is all we got to think about, bro. If your girlfriend is pregnant right now, you should be plotting and planning this right here. You should be talking this over with your baby mama or your baby daddy. You should be telling the godparents. You should be telling the aunties and the uncles about this. This right here is very, very powerful. This right here. And the guy said that 50%, well, I say the number is higher than that. 60% of Americans don't do this. They don't. 60% of Americans don't do this. Why they don't do it, Stock Sniper? Because it's not programmed in their mind. That's why. If this was programmed in your mind, instead of going to Jack in the Box every week, instead of going to McDonald's every week, instead of buying cigarettes every day, instead of buying Jordans every month, if you take your Jordan money and do this, This where you'll be at. This where your kids will be at. Worth 1.1 million. Just like that. 20 years is not long, guys. It's not. It's not long. So I'm gonna leave this up, a few more minutes. You can type in investment calendar and you can play with the numbers yourself. The thing is to put this in your subconscious mind, and more importantly, put it down and start doing it. Long-term investing. Look at the compound interest. Initial contribution is only 22%. The interest rate, the compound interest and everything compounded, 78, 80% is compounded. Look at all this. Year one, it breaks it down. All the way. The whole 22 years. So you can get it. I recommend everybody, go to this investment calendar and play with it and see the different numbers. Show it to your kids. Show it to your grandkids and just play with it. Make it an evening game and just show the kids. You got to teach your kids about money and investments, bro. You got to teach your kids about wealth. You got to teach your kids about investing. Not necessarily about money, but about investing. You got to. And together as a family, sit at the table. Start early. Like my mama put that investment book in my hand at 8 years old. You got to start early with the kids. That way it will be already planted where? Inside of the subconscious mind. You got to start early. So I'm going back to the stock market, guys. I had to get that in. I had to get that in. So I had to get that in. That's very, very important. So we back on the nvda and the S&P 500. And we back. We back. It is 9:16. The market has been open for 45 minutes. I hope y'all learned something with that Trump investment account. I had to throw that out there. I had to put the numbers out there to let y'all see how powerful that is. I had to let y'all see that. The S&P 500 is over 600. We're making a move on up, guys. 142.80. Yeah, guys, I stayed up late last night, man. watching California, what those so-called immigrants, migrants were doing out there. I stayed up to 2 o'clock in the morning, but I still had to get up, right, and come put the work in. So I appreciate everybody that joined me last night. Appreciate everybody that subscribed to the channel. It was wild. Very educational last night. We got to see with boots on the ground what was going on last night. Yeah, it was wild. We are building higher lows. We're building higher lows. Trying to get back above 143 on nvda. We got the S&P 500 building higher lows as well, which we are above 600. And let's see how long it's been since the S&P 500 has been over 600. How long it's been? How long? It's been a while. Since February, basically since the right after inauguration. Now we're back over 600, which is good news. All-time highs on the S&P 500 is right around 612. We got the big V-shaped recovery on the S&P 500, and we've already the big drop from the tariffs. Guess what? We're back over 600, guys. Everybody that was able to get in right around this area, congratulations. On the spot, on nvda. Everybody that was able to get in down here around $90, congratulations. We're over 142. Yep, we're moving back on up. So let's go. We're moving on up. We're moving on up. No trades for me yet because I stopped to explain the Trump investment accounts for newborn babies. So if I think I got a moderator on here. Oh wait, he's not a moderator, but a guy on here that said the other day that his girl is pregnant. So if you on here, I can't remember who it was, but he never really comes in the morning. He comes in the evenings. He said that his girl is pregnant right now. He didn't even know nothing about that Trump investment account. That's why you got to stay tuned in, guys. You got to stay tuned in. That's if. But the big thing is, it has to pass. The big, beautiful bill has to pass. That's where we at right now. So Senate, do y'all job and pass the big, beautiful bill. Because in my opinion, that Trump investment account is the best thing in that bill. Along with no tax on overtime, no tax on tips. Yeah, they did it this time, guys. Yep. So shout out to the Trump administration for putting the big, beautiful bill together. Great news. Great news. Great news. As we continue to move up, slowly but surely, on this uptrend. I don't think I'm gonna do any trades today. I spent a lot of time on explaining the Trump investment account. So I'm good. I had to do that, guys. So no trades for me, which is cool because my job is to push out the information and explain, because a lot of people don't know about it. Just like the guy, he got a pregnant girlfriend. He didn't even know about the Trump investment account, which his kid will qualify. He didn't even know. So that's why I gotta let it be known about the Trump investment account. So everybody that watched the channel, everybody that subscribed to the channel will know, because I'm going to inform y'all on what's going on. And that's what it is. So that's why we got to start programming our mind how to spend less and make proper investments. Not just for you, but for your kids and grandkids. Set them up, set them up and put them in a beautiful position, right? Put them in a beautiful position where they can retire whenever they get ready. If they feel like they want to retire, go on and retire. That's how, that's where you want to be. The American system wants you working until you turn 63 years old. That's not the blueprint, guys. It's not. You shouldn't want to be working on a 9-to-5 till you turn 63, all the way to the retirement age, unless you want to, right? Now, that's a different story. Some people, that's what they want to do. So if that's what you want to do, that I'm talking about, most people, I think, if they're in a position to retire early, I think most people will retire early and do something that they love to do, not something that they have to do. Everybody's success looks different. That's what we got to keep in mind. Don't never gauge your success to somebody else's. Your success is what makes you happy, right? And if working on your 9-to-5 till you turn 63, if that makes you happy, that's what it is. So don't let nobody tell you, talk bad about your 9-to-5, bro or sis. If you like your 9-to-5 and you like doing what you do, and then you happy, you, my friend, are what? 80% of humans are not. And what is that, Stock Sniper? That is happy. If you are happy with your 9-to-5 job, do what makes you happy. Financial freedom and happiness looks different to everybody, bro. Everybody's is different. Don't let nobody make you think or tell you that working a 9-to-5 is crappy. Don't let them tell you that, because that's not true. There's a lot of YouTubers and a lot of influencers on the internet that talk down about a 9-to-5, because majority of those people, they want easy money, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But a lot of those people are lazy. The same people that talk about 9 to 5 work is hard and working for somebody else when you could be working for yourself. Some people love their 9 to 5, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. If you love your 9 to 5, then that's what it is. If you love your job, if you some people look down on people that work at Jack in the Box or fast food. But I know people that work at Popeyes in these fast food places that did this. Well, I took it off, but did the plan I just showed about the Trump investment account. Some people made their own investment account and work at a fast food place and flip burgers every single day. But guess what they do? They long-term investors into the stock market. Been long-term investing 10 years, 15 years. Every time they get paid, they do what? They spend less. They make proper investments. They put money into that investment account every single week, every single month, every single year. And guess what they do? They work at McDonald's. They work at Jack in the Box. They work at Popeyes. I know somebody that work at Popeyes that's been working there for 15, 20 years. No, longer than that. Been working there for 30 years, but love working at Popeyes. But guess what? They know investing. They've been investing in the stock market every single week, every single month. They buy a share or two a year. They've been doing it for 30 years. So we got to think a little bit. That's the power of stack money, act broke. My grandfather, perfect example. My grandfather, guys, that invested his whole entire life. Guess what he was doing? Of course, it was older days. This was in the 80s. Guess what my grandfather still used to do every single day? Pick up cans. That's what I come from. My grandfather, who I talk about every single day, who set us up in the position that I'm in right now. I was able to retire because my grandfather did exactly what I'm explaining right now about this Trump investing account. My grandfather did that. And guess what he did every single day after he retired? Guess what he did, guys? That man picked up cans. Like right now, my grandfather will be walking around the neighborhood picking up cans. Real talk. My grandfather will be sitting in the backyard. Let's see. Example. Let me get this. This cord has copper in it. Guess what my grandfather would be doing right now if he was still alive? He would be walking around the neighborhood, picking up cans, picking up cords, sitting in the backyard doing what? With his knife. Peeling a cord like this, getting the copper out of it. But guess what? He owned everything he had, guys. He owned his house. He owned the car. He had stocks and bonds. Yes. And guess what he would do every single day? Walk around the neighborhood, picking up cans. That's what I come from. Stack money, act broke. If you see somebody picking cans right now in 2025, you wouldn't have no idea that the guy got $1 million portfolio. You have no idea that the guy owned this house outright, owned this vehicle outright, was retired, World War I veteran. Not only did he retire from Exxon, but also retired from the military. In other words, he had more than one stream of income. My grandfather had a retirement check, a military check, and a stock portfolio that's still active right now. So when you see people doing certain things, guys, don't just judge a book by the cover. You got to pull some layers back. I know people right now that's frying chicken at Popeyes. At that same Popeyes job. They love their Popeyes job. But guess what they do? They invest. Their savings account is buying the stocks that they know, like, and trust. And they've been doing it for 30 years. Straight up. And you'll never know it. That's how the game goes. That right there is the American dream. See, it's two American dreams, guys. It's the Black American dream, and then it's the other side of America, American dream. See, the other side of America, American dream for you, for blacks, is to live paycheck to paycheck, be unhappy. Yeah, they want to keep you right there. But the Black American dream that my grandfather taught us: stack money, act broke, earn, spend less, and invest. Yes. Own everything that you got outright as much as you can. In other words, have your bills this small, invest more than what you spend. That's the Black American blueprint that doesn't exist. So a lot of youngsters say there's no American dream anymore. There's still an American dream, but we got to get back to it, which I'm explaining it right now. That Trump investment account. Guess what, guys? That's the Black American dream that my grandfather and my great-grandfather been doing since the early 1900s. My great-grandfather right there, an investor. Guess what that is? That picture right there is the late 1800s, bro. My grandfather, who I'm talking about right now, World War I veteran, was born in the 1800s. Yeah, my grandfather was old, bro. When I was born, my grandfather was already in the 70s. That man that told me, boy, for every $12 I pay you for cleaning up, you better put $7 away. That's what my grandfather told me. The years that I was with him. He died when I was about 7 or 8 years old. So I got a college degree. I didn't have to go to Harvard. I didn't have to go to TSU. Basically, I got a college degree by the time I turned 8 years old, guys. My mom put an investment book in my hand when I was 8 years old. That's what we got to do. That right there is the Black American dream. Right there. We got to get back to the Black American dream. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to Wall Street Trapper. That's trying to get us back to the Black American dream. Shout out to Donald Trump. That Trump investment account. You got to teach it to your kids. Stack money, act broke. Earn, spend less, and invest. That's the American dream. Don't let them sell you the work like an ant, spend all your money, live paycheck to paycheck, get this credit card, owe America all this money, owe the banks, you in debt, owe all these student loans. Some people have been sold that American dream. Some people have been sold that American dream. What American dream is that, Stock Sniper? It is take out a car loan, take out a mortgage. What else? Take out student loans that take forever to pay back. Take out credit cards. Go get American Express. Go out to eat every day. Spend all your money. Live paycheck to paycheck. Y'all do know that that's what the American dollar is built on, right? The American dollar is built on credit, consumer spending, which that report comes out tomorrow. They track consumer spending every single month, every single day, every single hour. So we got to get back to the real American dream. We got to get back to that, which is earn, spend less as possible, and make investments long term into the stock market. And do what? Show it to your kids and grandkids. Trump investment account. Think about what that can do for your kid, bro. That's why I love it so much. I love it. It's what that, when my mama put that investment book in my hand when I was 8 years old and made me read it, guess what? That's what Donald Trump is trying to do right now. A lot of people, and I understand that, a lot of people didn't have a parent or a grandfather or grandparents like I had that will make you read investment books. You're not getting no Jordans. We're going to buy you Nike shares. We're going to take that money and invest in insurance policies. Yes, an insurance policy is an investment. You're not getting no Jordans. That don't make no sense. I don't care what your homeboys got. I don't care what they got. I don't care if they're wearing polo every single day. I don't care if they're wearing Jabos every single day. I don't care if they're wearing the newest Jordans that just came out. I don't care if they're making fun of your shoes. You're reading this investment book. Every time you cry and say you want Jordans, that's another share of Nike we're going to buy you. That's what they did. That's why that started the programming of the mind. And yes, I didn't like it when I was a kid. I didn't like it, guys. I didn't like it. The whole time they were doing the Trump investment account, what Trump is doing right now. You think any other president will be doing this? I highly doubt it. It's bringing the power of investing back into the household. Back into the household. At the same time, the people that don't want this to happen, Guess what they're doing? They're throwing as much mess and gossip and bullshit and bubblegum that I talk about every single day. They throwing that in your face. So your subconscious mind, they're training your subconscious mind to worry about bullshit and bubblegum. So something like this will go right past you. Will go right past you. Real fast. This thing will be done passed and implemented into law and not talked about no more. Meanwhile, you still running around here being wet behind your ear, having babies by this woman, that woman, this woman, that woman, and not even understanding that the Trump investment account, which is education. Education can educate your whole entire family if you make it a family affair. From when that baby is born, you make it a family affair. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. So share the video. Tell somebody. If you know somebody that had a baby, you got to tell them. But the main thing is this thing got to pass. It got to pass. It got to pass. So I think I'm ending right there, guys. The Trump investment account. The big, beautiful bill. It got to pass. And I think they're trying to get all this done and passed by the 4th of July. What a great 4th of July we're going to have if they pass this big, beautiful bill. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'm very, very excited for everybody that's, the guy that's on the channel, I can't think of his name. It's somebody that be in the chat. Their girlfriend is pregnant right now. He didn't even know. He just found out yesterday about this big, beautiful bill and this new thing that they're putting in the bill. Guess what's going to happen? If it passes she have the baby, he's going to be able to set his kid up, which is great. With that being said, that's all I got, guys. Appreciate y'all for joining me. No trades today. No trades. I mean, once God put this on my mind, I went straight to that. That's more important, right? Somebody needed to hear about this Trump investment account this morning. That's why God put it on my head, on my mind. And I said, you know what? I'm not worrying about no trading right now. I'm going to explain that Trump investment account and the power of investing long term and how it can change the whole trajectory of your newborn baby and your kids. So with that being said, earn, spend less, invest. 704 Wall Street is my block. 704 Wall Street is my block. Earn, spend less, and invest. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with the show. I appreciate everybody that's been liking and subscribing and commenting. Everybody that's been letting us know what's going on. All the new subscribers from last night and yesterday, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If more things happen today with this anti-ICE protest / riot, we will be going live and we will be picking up where we left off yesterday. So with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. It's the one and only Stock Sniper. To the next one, I'm out.